Welcome to the morning show. This is the time and the place where we get together to meet up, to start the day out right. I don't know, I'm going to break this table one day. I'm sure you're already looking at me. Brittany. Oh, we have Brittany on. I'm totally breaking into that right now. We have Brittany, my wife, in the words of Ricky Bobby, my smoking hot wife. Oh, Lord, he went there. But we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Zoom meeting. We're just all over the place. So wherever you are, we are present. You need to come find us, check us out. By the way, if you're on in the chat, why don't you leave us a chat? Let us know you are there. You do declare. We're just having all kinds of craziness. So again, this is kind of a special day for us. Yesterday we were talking about character and family and kids and all kinds of stuff. And occasionally Brittany will pop in and be like, drop a mic, drop a bomb, whatever. And I asked if you would come on the show, and then everyone started saying, Brittany, 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 and then it happened. So here you are. Good morning. How are you doing, babe?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm blessed.
You're blessed, highly favored. I'm really glad. Let me tell you something. This woman is amazing. Like, if you don't follow her on... Martina's in the house. He said, amazing. She's fabulous. In fact, she's on TikTok, Instagram. Where else are you at? That's kind of in YouTube, right?
A couple places.
Couple different places. But she's talented. She's inspirational. And she's very, like, I don't know if you've ever seen some of her work, but she's very gifted in the realm of, I don't know how you sum it up, but like scroll sawing and furniture making. I don't know. What would you term what you do under one umbrella? Woodworking. She's a woodworker, y'all. And she makes it happen. We got some comments here. All right. We got Chris Trimble in the house. Good morning, sir. How are you? We've got Kayla saying, it's Brittany. It's Brittany. Leave Brittany alone. Anyways, she is the best, Kayla. I agree. She's the craft ma'am. She's a craft ma'am. Wow, I've never heard that.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, craft ma'am. That's awesome.
Betty the Builder.
Betty the Builder. Who's better than Betty the Builder? Martinez like that one. Martinez is laughing. He said, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, I want to do something before we kind of dive in, and we're just having a conversation. That's what Brittany said. What are we talking about today? I said, I have no idea. I never know. I have a general direction, and we just have a conversation.
I think you're where our daughter gets it. Yesterday, she had a full-blown topic discussion with Angelina, and when Angelina was telling her she was wrong, she was like, wait a minute. We're just having a conversation.
Anna said that?
Yeah.
That's
We're
my
just
girl.
having a conversation.
We're just having a conversation. It's not like there has to be an end in mind. We're just...
Don't tell me I'm
just
wrong.
talking.
We're just having a conversation.
The woodworking mom, Mark Henderson. I like that. The
Ooh.
woodworking mom. I love it. Actually, funny enough, we just actually launched a website for you yesterday, right?
Yes.
Actually, we took something old and made it new.
Officially unofficial.
Officially
Or
unofficial.
unofficially official.
It's BrittanyPotterDesign.com, BrittanyPotterDesign.com. That's just something where we're going to land all of her different portfolios, different items that she makes. It's awesome. What did I say?
No, I got tickled. I could see Martinez on the Zoom, and then all of a sudden I couldn't. I was like, "Dadgum, Martinez, you cleaned up fast."
Look at that suit. Look at that suit,
everything.
man. That's awesome. Yeah, his picture.
I'm going online to check their website.
Oh, okay. He said, "Come on, man.
I
Come
love
on,
it.
man." We got
Supporting.
Becky on TikTok. Work Hard Win. Ooh, I like
Yes.
that. Work Hard Wednesday. I like that. This is
Yeah.
Work Hard Wednesday.
So Becky, I think I watched. She might have commented on one of your one of your things that we were linked together, and I saw it. So is she work on a farm?
Yes,
Is that her?
yes.
That's like the coolest job ever. I legit binged her TikTok because I was like,
That's
that is
awesome.
the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I love it. I swore when I was a kid I was going to be a veterinarian and work with animals and stuff. I love animals.
That is true. That is true.
Instead, I just work with tree corpses.
Tree corpses. Well, that's
my
one
job.
way of labeling it. What do I do? Anyways. We need Billy
Is
right
it
now. We need
corpses? I don't even know if that's a thing. More than one corpse.
corpse
Corpses.
corpsing.
Fishes. Fishes and deers.
Oh my gosh,
Mooses.
that's awesome. We have Violet Merced in the house. Sister Violet, what's up? Good morning, beautiful people. The beautiful person right here. It's laughing. That's awesome.
Are we laughing at corpses or, other things?
Moo, dairy cows. Let's go. Let's go,
that's
Becky.
awesome.
Mark said we need to put a title window in the bottom like you would see a translator for the Zoom. Right, we do. We need to bring the people on, right? Let people... By the way, we're working on finding a way to plug their audio in so everybody can see them. And they could... actually, no, we're the only people talking. I was about to say, so they can hear you. Well, they just need to go to the comments.
I never know where to look either because there's
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of
four
look
screens.
around. You just kind of look around, see what happens.
4 screens.
Four screens.
Four
screens. I love it. I love it. So why don't you, a lot of people know you, but maybe there's some folks on here that don't know you. So why don't you tell us what Brittany, who is Brittany? What does she think about? What does she do?
I feel like we spent the last few minutes talking about it.
Yeah, but there's more.
Thank you.
Wait, there's more.
I make signs for people.
Yeah, but you're a mom. You're like what?
I'm a girl mom. I work from home with my children present. So I guess you could say I'm a multitasker in a way.
Yeah. If you've ever seen
Aspiring to love life more and more.
there, t-shirt.
Right.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Martinez, what was you getting ready to say?
I was like, I think we did a great job of, introducing her earlier. I was gonna say inspirer. I think we need to add that to
Oh, well,
the list of many titles for Brittany.
that's my daddy's job.
She said, "That's my daddy's
Live and
job."
inspire.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
Don't fall too far from the tree.
come on, come
Well,
on.
thank you.
A good breed.
A good breed.
Good breed.
I had somebody tell me that one time because my family was I've got McCool on one side, that's my mom's, and then Livingston's on the other, and he really loved the history between in ministry, and he said, "Brittany, you come from you're a good breed," and I just looked at him and said, "Like a horse?" No, I just mean like McCools are such great in ministry, and then Livingstons are like great in ministry, and then you come together and then they create you, and that's just, and then he just goes through this whole thing, and I just looked at him and said, "Like a horse."
You should have looked at him and just been like,
Yeah. You're a good breed. Nay.
"Nay, nay."
It was a sweet compliment.
It was. It was
made for a
nice.
good laugh.
But yeah, it was kind of funny. So this week the topic has been on character. Character. We're just so you know, if you're new to the show, basically each week we have a conversation, kind of talking about ideas, things that we're thinking about, aspiring to, being inspired by, and it's just a good way to get the day started on the right mindset. And we've been talking a lot about character, building good character, reading good quotes about character. Yesterday, we talked about the great John Wooden, where he talks about character and reputation. Character is better than reputation because character is who you are. Reputation is only what others think you are, right? And just all of these dynamics. Becky said you're a fine show animal. How about Becky? Let's go.
I'll take that.
She has our humor. She has our humor. This is great. But yeah, and again, this isn't. It's not like I don't know. It's not like the library. You're like, well, we want to talk about today good character. Jazz upon jazz. Like we have fun with it. We believe in having fun, getting better, and it's awesome. So anybody between Martinez, Brittany, we've even got some young students here. Anybody want to catch us up or kind of speak in to kickstart the conversation? Maybe recapping some stuff that was like, man, this was something that pressed upon me. Brittany, you have something? You're reaching for a phone. Do you have some notes? Oh, sorry. I was like, wow.
You told me that this was
what it
just
made
a
me think of?
conversation.
You know what you made me think? You remember on Anchorman? I'm not prepared at all. And he pulls out a flute.
Prepared for this.
I'm really not prepared. Anyways, yeah, anybody want to jumpstart this conversation this morning?
Explain to me your definition of character. Catch me up.
Catch me up. Martinez, you're the catcher-upper.
I think she was talking to you, Jason.
Yeah, listen to this guy. What about McKendra? Matter of fact, I'm so proud of McKendra, Valentine, and Austin. This week, I put a challenge to our students. This week, starting today, tomorrow, and Friday, they are going to, we have a Zoom huddle after the show every day where we do some prayer, some devotions, that kind of thing, and they are going to lead those today. So Kiki, I don't know, maybe you could drop a nugget or two just to give us a little hint of what's coming up if you feel like sharing. You may not, I don't know.
Let me take a look real quick. Gotta get my notes out.
Get my notes out. While she's doing that, I will tell you this. Character, in my opinion, is the difference maker. It's the make or break of a person, because at the end of the day, like character, we talked about character being that thing that defines you. It's your brand. Mm-hmm. I would even say this: character, whether you have it or not, whether you have good character, bad character, right? Because I think we all have some kind of character, whether good or bad. But it's like, that's your identity. And here's what we know about your identity: you'll never move past who you are, right? You'll and what I'm saying to that is, eventually, I think Martina said this yesterday, you're going to be found out. And it's not even that maybe someone found you out. It's just that at some point you can't help but be who you are, good or bad. It's going to come out at some point. What do y'all think about that? Or Kiki, are you ready?
I'm ready. That's actually part of what I'm talking about
Oh,
today.
it's got an alley oop.
Hard on being humble. It's like that's one of the characters that stick out to me the most, because here's a little snippet of it.
Little snippet.
I believe that being humble, it's important, because if you're not humble, you won't be able to work on other things in your life, if that makes sense. So if you're not humble, or if you are humble, it will help you work on other character words, because you notice your flaws and you can see where you're going wrong. Therefore, you can build up from that.
Okay. So what you're kind of saying is humility is a great place to start, because it acknowledges, when you have humility, right? You acknowledge that there's more, right? I could work more here. I can do more there, right? Like, in other words, I'm almost self-aware. There's almost a level, because I will say this: the thing that humility, in my opinion, gets mistaken so many times is some people belittle themselves and call it humility.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just a little old nobody. No, that's not humility. The best definition I ever heard of it, a preacher was talking about it. Do you know what I'm about to say? He said, humility, it's not thinking of yourself. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody was about to finish it for me. It's not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking about yourself less.
That's good.
So it's not that I'm a little old person, but what in fact it is, I'm just not obsessed with me. I'm obsessed maybe with my potential, maybe with becoming more for others, but I'm not sitting here putting myself up here. Becky says the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual.
That's the definition.
That's the dictionary of the definition of character. That's awesome.
But I like the idea of the definition, meaning that character can also be distinctive to the individual. So there are basic morals, right? There are basic standards that are good to help build character, but there's also these things that are distinctive to you that make up your character. So, you can't, if I do this, this, and that, and this, it's not so systematic. There are some things that are just you know, and recognizing those positive traits about you, and they make up your character. I think I don't know. It's your character can also be a bit of a snowflake. It's different.
Well, let me throw something into your lane for a second. Okay, let's go back to the woodworking. All right, I've heard people say this. Okay, and that is, boy, that piece of furniture, boy, it's got character.
Yeah.
When you say, I think I've even heard you say that, like a piece of decor or whatever. What does that mean to kind of relate to what we're talking about? Like, because I believe that we're individuals born, made in the image of God. So there is that individuality where we have not just distinct character or general character, but distinctives about who you are. What do you think about that, Brittany?
I feel like this could get preachy really quick. Because
here you go. Here's the mic.
in reference,
if
you're talking about a piece of furniture or a McKendra, a guitar, right? Like, that has so much character. Okay, that's referencing the nicks and dings that has happened to it over time, yet structurally it's still strong. So, see what I mean? Preachy. But yeah, so the character of something like that shows, you almost see the life of it because it lives, it's public, it's visible, right? Like all of the bad and all, but yet in the midst of all of those scratches and dings, you still see it for what it is, and it has character, and it's amazing. And people actually like that about it because, I don't know. In human translation, it's transparent. It's
Mm-hmm.
but
It tells a story.
I'll tell you what it is. It persevered. It's perseverance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Martin.
Every head bowed, every eye closed.
Let's say Martin is going
I just
nuts.
think that. I mean, I'm
Martinez,
not, yeah.
sorry. Man, I'm so sorry. I've gotten in a habit of doing that. I apologize. I am not that young lady in school that did that. Okay. Martinez.
I don't even know what I was going to say. But I love Brittany's definition as far as the wood. And I don't know if this is true, but like, as far as looking at that wood and seeing the dings and the special features of it, I think character also has some type of intrinsic value, like just the view of just looking upon that wood. It kind of like bursts a certain feeling in you, like, man, that looks good. You know, it's kind of like, so it's almost like character has like a certain, like, you know, as far as like it making you feel a certain way, like you can just see it and be like, man, that has character. You know what I mean? Like it compiles all the dings and the you know, the in other words, the tangible view of the wood in and of itself makes you say, wow. I mean, it's like it elicits a certain response that's good. You know, I think it makes you want to just say, wow, that has character. It's just.
Well, you saying that, Martinez, it made me think about, and again, it's just I'm kind of throwing this in Brittany's lane because this is such a interesting analogy. So there's been times where Brittany will find a piece of furniture like on Facebook, right? Like $50, come get it, right, and she's able to restore it and all that. And what I found is we'll go to that piece of furniture that looks really rough, really beaten up, whatever. And when I go to lift that thing, I do this. I go, oh my God, how heavy is that? But the reason that those pieces are so intrinsically valuable, here's what we'll say. Well, that's real wood.
Yeah.
It's the real thing. And that real weight is what helps it really stay. It's not pushed over. It's not, in fact, it's so strong you could probably stand on it.
Well, character is attached to the history of it. Therefore, you know, I don't know your story, but I see your character. The things that happened to you in the dark, but the way you stayed strong then shows your character. I don't even have to know your story to see your character. And it would be the same in a furniture piece. I don't know how the left drawer has a scratch on the inside corner. You know, like, I don't know, right? Know. But like, it gives it character. And I'm gonna tell you, as somebody who has dabbled in furniture flipping, that people spend a lot of time trying to replicate. And there's a lot of techniques trying to replicate.
I've seen
just
people take nail files and like hammer, like to fabricate character.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this piece was back in the Great Depression. Like, it's like, no, you made that up. Becky,
but you know something fun about that furniture piece? Okay, so I've got a story time, right? Like I've got a piece of furniture right now that I just picked up for $15 at a yard sale, right? Like $15. And I knew it was special. I knew that it was. And then we ended up looking it up, and I think it's selling in some places for like $1,100, right? As is. I'm not going to touch that piece because there's one thing I know about something like that. To touch it, so to make it look spiffy and to cover all of that up, actually lessens the value of it. If I touch that in that way, it's gonna lessen the value. But it looks better, does it?
Does it?
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, so yeah.
That's good.
Just translate that to your own personal
translation.
That's not to say don't clean up your act. I'm not saying that, but I am saying it's okay to be honest about things you've overcome.
Yeah,
that can be a part
absolutely.
of character building.
Well, that's what Becky said. I like that with all the good and the bad, it still has such character. Billy's on here. I did see him hop on here. He said character is isn't always synonymous with integrity. A caricature is finding those special markings and blowing them up humorously. So character is basically defined by marks on an individual that are produced by what that person has gone through. Besides integrity, Kayla is asking, what would you say shows that someone has good character? And then she's talking to Billy. so that's a very good question. Besides integrity, what's something that shows you that someone has good character? Good character.
You're right. Like at the end of the day, going back to the earlier definition, it was talking about distinct qualities. And I guess you have a platform of qualities, but at the end of the day, everyone kind of categorize it as one word, either good or bad character, right? And so of course it's hard to say who has integrity. I mean, but I would think integrity, but I would think like what Kendra mentioned earlier, I would think humility is like at the foundation of good character. You know what I mean? I just, for some reason, I think that's a start of anything, as far as having good character. And I love you clarifying what humility is not. Oh, I'm poor little me, poor whatever, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I just look at, not to be preachy, but like Jesus, could send 10,000 angels, right?
Yeah.
To redeem him from the cross or whatever, and now whatever he wanted to do, but he humbled himself, before man, before the his Father, and obeyed,
Yeah.
So,
There's this really good book I read one time that talked about how a person, you can kind of see what a person is by what they produce. And I think
You
that
shall
goes-
know them by their
Well,
fruits.
it's that. Yeah, it's a good old Bible.
Man,
No,
where'd
but
that
for real
come
though,
from?
I think character is observed. Obviously there are some things you just know over time, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, knowing somebody by what they produce, by their fruit, is a pretty good sign of their character. And fruits of the Spirit is character building habits and things.
Well, on that note, though, okay, so now we've went from furniture to gardening, right? Or to what's tree work? What's working with a tree? No, there's a word for trees because
Carpenter.
no,
I'm confused.
sorry, focus. The carpenters, right?
We're staying in the spiritual vein.
Yeah.
Because
So
Jesus knows about
with producing fruit, right? Sometimes you can have a tree that's not producing like it could because what actually is going on is it has dead branches. It looks lush, but what you actually have to do is remove some things. And I think that's
Pruning,
kind of it's
okay.
pruning.
Yeah.
So to that point, humility might say, hey, I've got some things in my life that need removal. And by the way, I might even look bad for a season, but I know that this is something for my good. Like this is going to be painful. It's going to be embarrassing. But yeah, an arbor. I was thinking of Arbor. Arbor Day.
To your point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
This
how
is-
you
this is
react when
TJ?
things go wrong is a sign of good character, and
Yeah.
how you handle your response. That's what you're saying. Like seeing your perspective, and how you handle that is.
Yeah. So I do think there's a level of self. Oh, let's see here. Ask the ag. Absolutely, Becky's like, ask me, arborist. She did. She's trying to yelling, arborist. Ask me. Okay, that's awesome. I love it. You're awesome, Becky. And
Yeah,
by the
that's
way,
great.
Chris, I saw where you hopped on here. You said Facebook wasn't jiving with you today. That's all good. Glad we had another platform you could jump over to.
It's exactly right. Sometimes you need to go through some feces.
That's what Mark Henderson is saying. Put some dung around it. We need
Yeah.
to go through some what?
Feces?
Poo poo.
Oh, yeah. I don't like saying that word.
You're a mom. You hear that all the time.
I know.
Poop.
It's true. We do
Poop.
we do dances when we poop because
The
we're
poo poo
excited.
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Well, it's 8:30, y'all. The time has flown. By the way, in the comments on the Zoom, wherever, did you enjoy having Brittany on the show? Come on, I need some love. I need some love. I don't need it. Do you need the love? I think you deserve the love.
I love love.
I love love, but-
in its right context.
Yeah.
Like, with boundaries.
But seriously,
I love it. It's great.
oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we're good. High five for that. High five for
Yeah.
marriage. It brings us together.
Yeah.
But no, this was fun. I love having Brittany around. She is the bomb. This has been a very fruitful conversation. Yeah, Becky said 8:30. What? Go ahead.
I hope I revealed good character.
Yes, you did. You are the Jedi.
Yeah.
But be with us tomorrow, 8:30. Or not 8:30. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to continue the conversation about character. Hey, bring your thoughts. Bring your definitions. Bring your questions. Bring your insights. This is a group conversation. And the conversation just keeps getting better and better and better. Bring a friend, right? Whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. By the way, I don't know what even happens on Twitch. They just showed it as an option. Some gamers like, what's this old dude talking about, right? You know, who's this hottie,
I've
right?
been struggling with that lately.
With what? Gaming?
A twitch.
Are you twitching?
I've had an
Oh.
eye twitch.
Forgot what I was even talking about. Yeah, I've been struggling with that Twitch.
It's awful though. It's horrible. Have you ever had an eye twitch?
Yeah.
So many people think
People
I'm
think you're
winking at
hitting on
them.
them.
That's that love out of boundary. Yeah.
I'm taken. But it's
a horrible feeling.
I don't understand. So, but no, this was fun. This is great. I appreciate everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your hard working Wednesday. All right. Be good.